Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Out in the wings for him, we'll see Trent Jr. and Middleton. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Lillard in at the guard position. And for the 76ers, Tyrese Maxey out there with George. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Oubre. And it's MP in at the 4. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Embiid, no good. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York. Nobody near Lillard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Lillard's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for the Bucks. 76ers moving the ball around. MP, no good. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a three-point game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's his first.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Now, here's George. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Oubre. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
Kelly Oubre Jr. is a springy, bouncy wingman. I mean, provides scoring punch from the 3, and he also provides energy at the defensive end that his team needs.
He doesn't get the second one. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek freak. And I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
Lillard, bounce pass. Middleton against Oubre. Middleton can't get it to go. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Middleton against Oubre. Great D that time from Middleton. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse, and we talked about the problems that Giannis poses. He said, look, there's no easy way to defend Giannis. We have to be physical with him, keep him out of the paint as much as possible. But he acknowledged that even having multiple bodies on Giannis sometimes just isn't enough. Guys?
Thanks, David. 2 on the clock. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
No mercy shown that time on D by Giannis. Great rejection.
No good that time. Good defense by MP. Outside, Maxey. MP kicks to Embiid. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. From down in the low post, it goes.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer. Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Here's Giannis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Maxey. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title. But whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
First free throw is good. Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26.
Clark, we know the Bucks are a veteran team that has now leveraged their assets to try to win now.
And the question is, Kevin, do they have enough? There's a point at which veteran becomes a nicer way or a euphemism for old, especially in today's NBA. That can be a problem for you.
And Clark, we know the last handful of years, the 76ers have been a threat in the East.
7 straight years of playoff runs. Can't get past that second-round barrier, though, Kevin. But as far as success, they've been as consistent as it comes in the East the last decade.
And with most of the season in the books, the power rankings have really taken shape. You take a look at the Bucks. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And right now for the 76ers, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Count that one.
A thoroughly bruising point guard, Lowry is good at using that upper body strength to fight through contact.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Portis can't get it to go. 76ers trailing to the paint. Kicks it out to Gordon. Ball's knocked loose. Shoot from the right block. Great D that time from Giannis. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. And the rejection by MP. They retain possession. Right outside. And he drives in. Prince double teamed. Here's Portis. It's good.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
Philadelphia shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. And George kicks to MP. Back to George. Pass to Lowry. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Bucks leading by 3. Inside, Portis, and he lays it straight in. Portis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Lillard. Second chance shot. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Gordon. And the rejection by Giannis. Over right. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Bucks shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like.
Lillard makes it look so easy. The quick release. Uber impressive.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The feed to MP. And the dunk by MP.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up.
Better safe than sorry, right?
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. From Milwaukee, Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Wright in for Damian Lillard. We've got George. Embiid is out there with MP. Then there's Lowry. And it's McCain in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks made a big difference. He ended up with 15 points. They sure looked frustrated trying to guard him, as he repeatedly drew fouls and got himself to the line. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. Offensive rebound, Bucks. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Beauchamp. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's MP in the dunk by MP.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Prince outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Here's Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Here's MP. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Outside Portis. Passes to Beauchamp. Over Gordon. And Beauchamp gets it to go. And so we wrap up the first half. The Bucks on top. They lead by 14. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Middleton and Giannis, the tested forward pair. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Portis in at the 5 spot. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. And it's blocked.
Oubre putting those long arms to work. Manages to get a hand on it. Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Kick out to Giannis. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most helpful by forcing trade, but I think it's a good thing overall.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul. Caleb Martin's checked in for the 76ers.
Second team foul.
Jackson comes in for George.
Substitution for your 76ers. Caleb Martin.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. It's important to remember Damian Lillard was a two-star prospect coming out of high school in Oakland. He says that the doubt I faced, what I found is I have true belief in myself. I poured a lot in and just continued to work. That's why when I struggle, I never waver because I know that I'm true to it. Eventually, I'm going to have my time. Kevin?
I think they call that Dame time. Hey, David, thank you.
Shooting two.
Free throw good, Damian Lillard. And Special K, as good as Damian Lillard can be throughout a game, he definitely takes it up a notch in crunch time.
Couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. He's one of those guys that certainly seems to rise to the occasion and relish in the clutch moments. And his range is in the gym like 30 feet away, 35 feet away. He shoots it the same as if it's a mid-range jumper.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Trains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
It's Solomon to Kumbo. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shoots the three. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Okay, time for an injury report. We've got a chance to check up on Brook Lopez's status. David?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for the Bucks. He is in a lot of pain right now, and from what he can tell, it looks like a lower back strain. Not good news for him or his team. Hopefully, Kevin will be able to still see him out on the floor with his team during the playoffs.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
A nice shot by MP.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
And it's right missing.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
MP kicks to Oubre. Pulls up, high post. And no good. Bucks leading by 8. Here's Giannis. Good defense by MP.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Lets it go with the 3. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. To the right side. And Lillard kicks to Prince. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Prince gets the ball and knows he's ready to let it fly. This guy plays with great confidence.
And MP throws it down.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Antetokounmpo. That's a 2-pointer. And he gets the bucket. Giannis has got 8 points.
You know, this is where Giannis still does most of his damage. He has the size, athleticism, and shot repertoire to hurt you inside.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And so it's Milwaukee in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here, and we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Portis. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker.
Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. George is out there with MP. And it's MP in at the pivot spot, man in the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, and such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Floats it up for Giannis. There's Giannis taking flight.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
To the middle. There's MP. And the dunk by MP.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Giannis against George. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, no opponent is willing to give Antetokounmpo an easy look. I mean, they want to make it hard on him. He's going to get bodied up, and he's learned to accept that. Shoot 2.
The first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
The 76ers making a switch here. Lowry's checked in. can't get either to fall.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third personal foul. 15 foul. The line to the box. Giannis Antetokounmpo taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. So he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Nice there. He does not waste those opportunities. Just what they needed with this game still in doubt.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 2. 1:10 left in the game. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
Here's MP, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Tries again. And the rejection by Embiid.
The defensive instincts of Embiid on display there with the denial. Well, Paul George has been sensational.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Milwaukee timeout. Time for T-shirt.
Switch. Portis is checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving me everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Frames it from downtown.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Second difference between shot clock and game clock. MP kicks to Oubre. Floats it up for MP. trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line. Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed it.
The three from MP. That shot off. Here's Giannis. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.